What's up, guys? Today we are back on this Buick again, and we're going to be trying to deal with the rest of these dash lights. So the first thing we've got to do is grab a scanner and find out what the lights are on for. So if you're going to deal with ABS and traction control lights, the first thing you're going to need is a scanner that can pull ABS codes. This is the one that I'm using right here, and I got it from Harbor Freight. It's actually been a really good scanner. Then we're just going to pop this in, turn the key on, pull some codes. Okay, then we're just going to go to ABS. And we're going to select the vehicle, because with the ABS on this, you have to tell it what you're working on. Alright, and we only have one code: right front wheel speed sensor circuit open or shorted. Since the most likely reason for that is going to be the actual sensor itself, which is in the wheel bearing, I'm going to go ahead and swap that wheel bearing out today. The other thing I'm going to do is, while I've got this jacked up, I'm going to go through and shake down the front suspension and just make sure that nothing is loose or worn out. Here we found our first problem. The sway bar link on this side is broken completely off. So it does look like we're going to be looking at sway bar end links while we're here too. Now, I've done videos on these before, and the wheel bearings on these are no different than the Grand Prix or pretty much any other W body. All you need to do here is remove the caliper with the bracket still attached using the 15mm bolts in the back. Pull the rotor off to get it out of the way. Then I am going to lube up this big nut here, because you do need to take the axle nut loose to get the thing off. I am using this long pry bar here to hold the hub stationary so that I can break the nut loose with a long breaker bar. And I believe that's a 35, maybe 36mm socket. Then we can just zip that the rest of the way off with an impact. With that out of the way, you can then push the axle back a little to get it more out of your way, and remove the 3 1/2-inch bolts that stick through from the other side, which is what I'm doing right now. With those 3 out, I'm just going to use this pry bar to get it started wiggling loose. This one came out pretty easy, so I didn't need a hammer or anything on this one. Then I'm just going to line the little backing plate up on the new hub. Make sure that's lined up with the wiring correctly and get that started around the axle. And then it's pretty much just the reverse, just putting it back in the way it was and torquing everything to spec. And so we've got new sway bar links on both sides, new bearing on this side. Take you over here and show you the other side. We're ready to put the wheels back on this and see how we did. So unfortunately that did not fix our light. So we're back down here at the wheel again. It looks like what we've got is a wiring problem actually. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to replace this ABS harness that runs from here over to this area. And this is the AC Delco part number for that, which I ordered from Rock Auto. And this is what it comes with. You got the harness itself with all the hold downs and your new wiring. Then it comes with this little attachment kit. And I will actually be soldering this one in, not using what they came with, but I am going to use that heat shrink tube. I actually already done a video on replacing this once before. So if you want the really in-depth version, I'll try to link that so you guys can go check that out. For right now, we're just going to try to get this done pretty quickly. I think we're going to make our joint right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I just found the brake. It's broken right here. I'll try to get as close as I can. That wire's broken. So we're going to have to cut it way back in here to get that corrected. So I soldered the wires together. I will say, if you're going to do this, I know last time I think I used a Dorman set for this. I would buy the AC Delco one. The wire colors are the same. They match up good. It's really easy to do. So all I've got to do now is I'm going to put this back on here, and then I'm going to lay it back out and pin it back down. And here the front joint is made. Now I'm just going to run the wire down here and plug it back in. And here is the final result. New wiring run all the way up to here. Looking good. So now, time to see if all this work has paid off. See if these dash lights are gone. Yes, finally. So that was it for this video. We got the ABS and traction control lights off. There's still a low oil light intermittently for some reason, but we'll get to the rest of that later. But drop this video a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you're subscribed so you see it, and I'll see you then. Thank you and peace.